Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ify. I'm just here to clear the air a little about the two this thing upload that I did the last time, introduction of my son and the awareness of autism, because I noticed in those two videos I was like smiling, that some people may misunderstand me and say, oh, this lady, you just brought out your son, you just say about your son, like, because in Africa, we Africans, we are like, when things are wrong with you, things like this, we have to hide it, talk it in our home. Don't let it out, don't let anybody to know what is going on. If not, a lot of us believe that a lot of maybe witches and wizards, they will put hand into your life and all those stuff. I'm a mother, I love my son so much. I will even sacrifice my life for his. He's my only son. I have two daughters, he's my only son. I'm very proud of him. When this thing came up, I was this depressed, so depressed. I cried day and night. In the first place, my husband wouldn't tell me what the problem was, because he was the first person that took him to the pediatric, and he wouldn't tell me what the problem is. I said no, I have to go with them. I need to know what this is before he has to tell me. And yet I went with them to the pediatric because I said I want to know more. I want to know what this thing is. Even when he's explaining to me, I said I want to know what this thing is. I was depressed to the extent that when he's crying, there was a time he cries all night through. We wouldn't sleep. Even my husband would say, oh, I'm going to work tomorrow, what is this? He will be nervous. He will go to the children's room and sleep, because he hardly sleep alone, my son. I will be alone in the room. I'll be praying, carry my Bible, put a little Bible in the pillow, as in, I know whom I serve. Forget my hair, beneath this hair is my natural hair, though this is weave-on. Forget this my nose ring, because me, I'm someone that I like a lot of jewelry. I like wearing a lot of all this bling bling thing. But being good or being Christian, sometimes it's in the mind. It's in the mind, In the night, I'll get up like this. I'll pray. When my son start crying, I'll go and make milk. Maybe he's hungry. Do this. Put lullaby. Try everything. Sometimes he will just be crying. I don't know what to do again. I start praying. Take my scarf. Start praying, bring verses of Bible, bring holy water. I went to Catholic church, that's my church of birth. I went to Catholic church, bring holy water. My sister sent me some olive oil from Nigeria. I do everything. Sometimes my song will even be oily. That was why I said in the first place, I fast and fast. Heaven help those who help themselves. Sometimes God gave us all these doctors, medicals for us. God gave them the knowledge. God implied the knowledge in us. So not everything you say maybe it's witch or wizard. We just have to, you have to try your best and leave the rest to God. Initially, when he started crying, though now my son, don't misunderstand me, I prayed, I cried, I was depressed as a mother. I wanted my son to be, I want my son to be like other children. When I see children of his mates, 5 years, now he's 5, walk around, play around, discuss, talk, I want the same for my son. Sometimes I cry, because this is not what I want for him. But what will I do? I have to. I'm sorry. I just have to be strong for him. If I just have to be strong for him. If I'm weak, where is the shoulder where he will lean on and be strong? And be strong to go through this autism of a thing. At the time, I told myself I wouldn't cry again when he's crying. I wouldn't be confused again when he's confused. I have to be myself to know, to check out, to be strong enough to check out how to help my son to go through this. I have to be in his shoe, to be with him in all, to help him. If I don't get hold of myself, how will I be able to help him? There have been days I'm depressed, I cry, I fast and pray, thinking that is all what will solve my problem, but that's not it. Now my son is doing, in Italy they call it psicomotoricità, like physical activities, because they said it's hyperactive. You have to, there are a lot of therapy that is supposed to go through. But the therapist said he must be calm because my son is hyperactive. He must be calm first before they can work on other things like talking therapy, a lot of therapy, other therapy, before they could go into that. But without him calming down, they cannot work on a lot of things with him. So he's going through therapy. Yeah, now he's going through therapy. But the crying aspect, since I knew before when he start crying, I start praying, God, instead of me to attend to him, because I'm confused, I don't know what to do. I say, how can someone that have a rich father lack food? Onye nna abụ eze, in Igbo we say onye nna abụ eze, hallelujah. I was like, how can I have a God in heaven and this thing is happening to me? Why should this happen to me? Who should it have happened to? Things come. Even the Bible say, the temptation that God will not give us the temptation that is more than us. He will give us the strength to go through it also. And I prayed and I said, God, I know now that the only thing I have to pray for is for the strength to help my son, for the strength, for the knowledge to know what my son wants at the right time when he is depressed. God, please help me to understand my son more. To understand my son more. And since I've been praying like that, I see the hand of God. I see the hand of God, though I know God works in a mysterious way. I've seen a lot of changes in the life of my son with the therapy, with me understanding him, and not every time. Yes, to pray is good. Not every time when he's depressed, crying, I will start leaving him. He's in the room, I will be praying because I'm confused. But I know now I have to attend to him and do try to assist him and calm him down. That's just what I want to say today. I'm not happy that my son is in this situation, and going through therapy helps a lot because he's doing not only one therapy, even the government. We did a lot of paper. The first year the government refused to give him assistance, but this last year that passed, they render assistance, giving him money every month. But with the money, it's not all about the money. Let them go with their money, but my son should be okay. That's my prayer. All the money in the world cannot buy happiness for my son. They give the money, but my son do private therapy in the house 3 times a week. He do private therapy. Then we reduce it to 2 times a week because we have to go to the government center on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the government therapy and the private therapy also 2 times a week. Now we are also fighting to go to, there is a place they call Comune here in Italy, when they can assist also. So we go to Comune. We are doing some documents to go to the Comune, because we heard that with the government they can still grant us assistance by letting a therapist to come to the house 2 times a week. We are working on the document to make that happen. So we are doing everything. Myself and my husband, we are doing everything. So don't be confused with my smiles when I'm making my video. It's just part of me, and the way I'm always, even when I'm at the point of death, I'm always laughing. And because I cannot continue to dwell in the situation whereby I will continue to cry always. I know that cry will not solve my situation. Being sad will not solve my situation. Wearing sad face always. My children, especially my son, it's not good for me to always cry where he is. What happiness will I bring to him? I need to be, Italian people say allegra. I need to be, active, and be happy, to invest happiness in him, to make him, to push him forward, to uphold him, and be there for him. If I'm sad, I can't do all those things. So that's what I want to say today. I love you all that subscribe to my channel. I thank you all. I thank you for your support, and I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will say bye, because I know Dylan will need me now. Okay, bye and take care. Ciao.